What's up, you guys? It's RC Lee, and I am way more excited than I probably should be. It's late at night. I've been working on this Granite 3S for a while now. I've been trying to get this thing to have some reinforcements because I just got this new body, and this is what the old one looks like. Now, I did cut out a little more extras on the side there and the bottom to modify it, but I want to make this new body last, and so what I did was I came up with an idea, and using only some zip ties and this part number from Arrma, I was able to put this wheelie bar on here. So the part number is 320403. I was able to modify this truck without having to cut anything or drill anything or change anything on the truck itself, and was able to not have to cut or do anything to the body to make it fit. So even though that's on there, I'm able to fit the body on. Now it does raise the body just a bit, but you know, it makes it just hit the line of the body. So when it's clipped in, it's just gonna barely sit right there, but it kind of gives a little bit of a body lift, which is kind of cool. Makes it a little bit taller. But this fix is so exciting because it's all one piece, and all you need, like I said, is those zip ties, and you don't need to do anything else. All you have to do is find a sidewalk, which is what I did, and kind of trim this piece down so that it fits inside here into this piece of the bumper. That's all I did. And then the other bracket of this wheelie bar goes into here. Now I can't remember exactly what this was for. I thought I ordered it for this Granite 3S as a backup for this one, but I think it is a version 2, if I'm not mistaken. You guys can let me know in the comments below, but I think it's a version 2 and this is a version 3. So it didn't fit. So I had it laying around and I'm thinking, gosh, what if I had a wheelie bar on top to protect it, because I need something strong to protect the edge of the truck where it was getting damaged. So this is what it looks like with the damaged body on it. So the front of the truck is fine. Everything's been holding up, even at the skate park. The front of the truck's pretty good. The top of the truck is really good, but the back was really damaged. Now I've cut these holes out so that the wheels could spin freely, but go back and look in the video before this. I'll have it linked at the end of this video here, where this is damaged, and it's not quite this dramatic, but I just trimmed a little bit. It was actually very similar to this, and so I didn't want to have to modify anything. I wanted everything to sit flush, so I did have to lift the body posts just a little bit, and you can kind of see, if I can get my camera in here, just that dirt difference is all you have to lift it. So I just lifted it one setting higher with these screws here. There's a screw on each side. Very easy, you just undo those screws. I always use my hand tools for the really tight stuff like that, but for all the other things, I like to use my DeWalt drill. It's amazing. I'll link that below too, but it just makes everything go a lot faster if you're taking all of these screws off and putting them on all the time. But I wanted something that I thought, you know, if it's screwed into the plastic, it's probably gonna break. But I want it to be very simple. I want anyone to be able to do it, and I want it to be able to be done with just the part and not a lot of other pieces that people might not have laying around. So as long as you have a sidewalk or a piece of asphalt, I guess, and a wheelie bar like this, which I believe was about $12 online. I'll have it linked in the description box as well. But anyone can do this. All you need is a couple of zip ties to hold it together. That way you can clip these, take it off, and your truck is still exactly the same as it was. No modification to the actual truck and no modification to the body. The body is all just stock. Don't have to do anything to it. Now, that was my goal. And so I'm really excited that I got that. Let me show you how I did that. So just grabbed my Swiss Army knife. Got this back when I was in the Swiss Army. Those are the good old days. And you would be surprised how many times people actually believe that joke. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut these off just to kind of show you guys what I did. It's very easy, obviously, to just replace those, but I want to give you guys an idea of how easy this is, actually. So all you have to do, I mean, this is it. That's all. You take this part and you give it kind of some Batman ears. So all I did was I went out there and I just kind of melted, you know, grinded this down on the sidewalk and just kind of shaped it. And all I did was just kind of take off all the edges here and just made it thinner. Now, I probably didn't do it perfectly. If I was gonna do it again, I'd probably, and I wanted to machine it, I would probably try and make a perfectly straight line down and over, like a little notch with something. Let's see if I can get that a little closer, like a little notch inward, so that it can sit in that slot right there. So now if you guys are paying attention here, you'll see that this is not supposed to be there. That's the only other modification I put, was a piece of foam. Now this was about that thick. So I'd say about the thickness of 2/4 piece of foam. And all that did was it fills the gap that's right there in between the bumper, pressure, gap, whatever that is. I just put a little piece of foam there. You will have to take this piece here and put it in the middle. So there's 3 different settings. It comes factory, I believe, at the top. It's either the top or the bottom, but you'll want it in the middle for this particular application. And you want it to look like this, with the R's matching, RR and RR. Okay, so then you invert it like this. You put those kind of Batman ears facing down into that hole. So as it goes down, it just slides in, and then this just rests up against the bumper. So if it wasn't attached, it would be pretty wobbly. But if you hold it in there and you push it in there, it actually gives it just a bit of flex. And it's perfect for this application, in my opinion, because I don't want it to be so rigid that it doesn't ever break, but I want it to be really durable. And so by doing that, you could put some screws. I was thinking about putting some screws through here into this plastic, but it's thin because I've shaved it down to fit inside there, and I don't want to make it any weaker. But I did it just enough to get those pieces to go in, and it really works great. It puts the wheels right where they need to be, and with just that little bit of foam there, it actually makes it very quiet. And you know, those are the bodies rolling around here, but it's very it's not going to be squeaking or anything like that. I think it gives it more durability. So like I said, if you guys are interested in trying this for your granite, all you need to do is, let me just get you set up on a tripod here and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Like I said, all you have to do is run this through the backside and through here. So kind of push that down. Give you an idea of where that is back here. So I'm just kind of tightening this down. Just zip tying through that tower right there, that shock tower. Okay, got you back on the tripod. So we'll just tighten this down as tight as it'll go, and then just get a second one here and do the exact same thing. Okay, we just take it like this. We go around the shock tower. Okay, and then once you have that done, it's time for a little haircut. Snip there, and that's it. You're done. It's as easy as that. So once you grind that down to make it fit, and it's a process, you have to kind of trial and error, but once you do that and get that to where it fits into the bumper bracket, this piece just rests against here, kind of floats around, but it rubs that bumper perfectly. It's actually kind of unbelievable how close it is to just working as it is, to give it a little bit of extra reinforcement for when you really bash it. But I'm going to take this thing out and find out how durable it is. Like I said, if you do those body posts just a little bit, you're able to fit a brand new body shell on there just perfectly with no issues, and you're able to get reinforcement on the very corner that you normally would have no reinforcement. So give it a thumbs up if you like this. If you wouldn't mind sharing it, I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks.